For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch, apply today, and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
All right, folks, we have to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. How are you doing today? I hope that you're good. Likewise, your family and your friends. We have a few things to talk about. We have a football update for you. Not World Cup. It's a National U15 girls team, as they will soon be competing at an upcoming Bahamas U15 Girls Football Invitational. We'll talk to you about that in a while. Nawasa workers, down tools, and we'll talk to you about that. Also, we've had a response from the National Water and the Sewage Authority relating to negotiations. And we have some other things to tell you about it. We've got an update from the Ministry of Agriculture. Did you know that WhatsApp is about to make a very interesting change? We'll tell you more about that too. Headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket. We've got Superb Distributors. We've got the Ariza Credit Union and all the other sponsors on board. We'd like to say hello and thank you for choosing Mikey Live. Folks, we're taking a quick one and we shall be back.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.
And of course, we have to say hello again and welcome to another Mikey Live program. All right, so the first thing that we have to tell you, we just want to tell you what's happening with the young stars because I'm really excited about this. The National Under 15 girls team, they will compete at the upcoming Bahamas Under 15 Girls Football Invitational Tournament. Now, the competition is scheduled to take place from July 23rd to the 27th, 2026. Right at Rousseau in the Bahamas. No, Rousseau is not in the Bahamas. It's Roscoe. All right. Now, the as part of the preparation, they had a nice little battle, like a skirmish, against the TDS Under 15 boys today, June 30th, at Queen's Park. All right. This training session allowed, they say, the coaching staff to evaluate players' tactical awareness and team chemistry against competitive opposition, ensuring that the squad is well prepared for the challenges ahead at Rousseau. All right, so we are hoping that it's going to at NASA. I don't know why I keep saying Rousseau. I know that this is going to be a good experience for them. So, yeah. Guys, ladies, good luck. The tournament serves as a vital platform, they say, for players' development and international exposure for the young female footballers across the Caribbean. The GFA say that they are remaining committed to fostering talent within the grassroots programs and providing pathways for elite performances. So, NAWASA, there was no ordinary day for NAWASA, its workers and management. The union called out its workers, so they were out at the various branches outside. And there are issues that the president of the Public Workers Union explained that has necessitated this move.
Also recommending that NAWASA should pay. NAWASA has refused to pay. So that matter is going to arbitration. Now, arbitration is not a process that is adjudicated by the union. It's adjudicated by the Labor Commissioner, the Department of Labor. NAWASA writes this silly response, noise, to the union to say, we have sent a notice of our adjudicator, but you have not. Well, brothers and sisters, very quickly, as soon as we received a letter from the Labor Commissioner, we responded with the name of our adjudicator. A seasoned and veteran trade union is now retired. NAWASA writing to the union to say, you have not provided that is absurd because NAWASA did not ask us to provide the name of an adjudicator. Who asked us was the Department of Labor. And the union properly responded to the Department of Labor. So if NAWASA has a concern or a query about the arbitrator, go and speak to the Department of Labor. But do not be writing all this noise all the time. Supervisory salary scale. There are supervisors at NAWASA who are not paid properly. For years now, these workers have not been paid properly. NAWASA, following a consultation with a consultant that they hired, moved the salary scales and the pay and grade of so many other workers. But when it comes to supervisors, it appears that somebody sat down and decided, we can't move them, we can't move the amounts, it might perhaps be too much for them. We have provided evidence at the table to NAWASA in dialogue, because they appear not to know the word dialogue, but today they will know it, to show to them that your supervisors are being paid below or just about the standards set in the public sector. Everybody knows public sector salaries are not optimal salaries, they are baseline salaries. So why is NAWASA insisting on paying their supervisors here, who must ensure that their department, that their jobs is run properly? You don't want to pay them a proper salary, such that when the union refused to move from the amount that we had asked for, the board simply said, well, you don't want to change your amount, so we withdraw our offer. So what you're saying is that, knowingly, having said in writing to the union that we know these workers are not being paid, these supervisors are not being paid properly, we have adjusted their salaries, but it's still not where it ought to be. You have now withdrawn the offer. So knowingly, board of directors, you have said, I'm not paying these workers properly, but I'm not prepared to continue to dialogue with the union. I'm not prepared to continue to hold conversations. I'm just going to withdraw the offer. So it's like saying, I'm sending this child to school, I put apples in the bag, she said she wanted grapes instead, and this little child don't want any apples, so I'm just going to take away the lunch bag, go to school with no lunch. That is what NAWASA is saying to their supervisors. Because we have letters written from NAWASA admitting and accepting that supervisors are not being paid properly. So board of directors, again, if you don't know, now you know. Accommodation for an employee that had and has an informant at this moment. And NAWASA claims, oh, we have provided for her. No, NAWASA, you did not provide for her. The provision came after months of the worker begging you to give her some sort of a place where she can park to just enter this building. The provision came after weeks and months of letters back and forth to NAWASA and telephone calls, where NAWASA has insisted we don't have to give her any kind of provision. We don't respect international law, and there is nothing on our books. And we pointed out to NAWASA that Grenada has signed on to conventions that speak to that you cannot discriminate against an employee for a disability or lack thereof, that you have a right as an employer to provide equity of access. And NAWASA went so far as to put a formal reprimand, and that workers is filed, just because in order to access this building to do their job, that worker parked in the customer parking lot. And NAWASA wrote a letter to the union and to the worker, and we wondered, who is sitting in NAWASA? Are they okay? Is everything quite all right upstairs? You're writing to the union and to the worker to say, you've been insubordinate because you continue to park in the customer parking lot to access our building to do your work, and really this parking lot we have provided for customers. So what NAWASA was saying in that period is, we don't care about you as an employee, what we care about are our customers. Now eventually, when the new manager came along, that worker was provided with a parking space that they can use to access the building. But what we're showing to the nation is that something all is not right at NAWASA. Little problems, simple matters that should be resolved, even without the intervention of the union has to get involved. And when the union gets involved, what we see from NAWASA is a pattern of obstruction. A pattern of obstruction of justice. The presence of a union in a workplace does not take away the responsibility and the right of an employer to provide benefits for his or her employee.
Thank you very much, Daisy, and we are going to continue to monitor this. Also, thank you, Rachel, for the clip. And of course, we are making sure that we are just following this development. So they have been doing like a mild protesting, but we'll explain that to you in a while. And so basically, the workers were out. They have been out. I'm not sure where things are going to go tomorrow, God's willing. But we have as well received a correspondence from the National Water and Sewage Authority, who say that they wish to update the general public on the current status of salary and benefit negotiations with the Public Workers Union following industrial action initiated by the union's bargaining unit on Wednesday, June 25th. Members of the Public Workers Union bargaining unit have been wearing red armbands and observing a 10-minute daily work stoppage, or what we will call down tools, as a form of protest, citing what they perceive to be a delay by NAWASA in progressing negotiations for the period March 2023 to February 2026. Now, NAWASA acknowledges the concerns expressed by the members of the bargaining unit, respects the right of employees to have those concerns heard, and remains committed to engaging meaningful and good faith discussions through the established collective bargaining process. Now, following preliminary discussions with the Public Workers Union, the authority requested and eventually received the union's comprehensive proposal and undertook, they say, an extensive review of both the existing collective bargaining agreement and the union's submissions. It also formally advised the Public Workers Union that negotiations would resume upon completion of this analysis. Now, consistent with its governance obligations as a state-owned enterprise, NAWASA has also engaged the relevant government ministries, and that is to ensure that the negotiations comply with the government and comply with the governance, and the fiscal management handbook applicable to state-owned enterprises and statutory bodies. He goes on to say that NAWASA is required to obtain the written approval of the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Finance before commencing salary negotiations. This requirement applies to all state-owned enterprises and statutory bodies and is intended to ensure that negotiations outcomes are financially responsible, sustainable, and in the best interest of both employees and the public. Now, the Ministry of Finance is currently reviewing NAWASA's financial position to provide guidance that will support a reasonable, a responsible, and sustainable framework for negotiations. NAWASA wishes to emphasize that these governance requirements should not be interpreted as a reluctance to negotiate. Rather, they are necessary steps to ensure that the process is conducted responsibly and that any agreements reached can be honored and sustained over the long term by balancing the interests of the employees with the obligations to maintain reliable, uninterrupted services to the nation. And it goes on to say more, but I think this kind of like give a summary of NAWASA's position on the matter. So they're saying that it is not totally up to them. They have done their part. They've asked the union to do their part now, and that has been sent to the government because the government is who governs the affairs to a great extent of NAWASA. And of course, now NAWASA is awaiting word from their governing body, the government, so that they can advise the union on what decisions has been made. All right, so that's basically what I've picked up here. But let's see whether or not the daily 10-minute break will continue, or if the time will, expand. They will lengthen on the time of the break, or if they are going to continue to come out. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow, if they're going to go all out like they did today. All right, but this is the situation as we understand it happening right now with NAWASA and the bargaining unit, and so it's never a good thing, when it reaches to that point. So I'm hoping that sooner rather than later, every little thing, gonna be alright. Okay, so we're just coming out of Fisherman's birthday celebration. As I understand it, it was okay. No major incident. Well, usually, a lot of people show up, and it doesn't really have no baccarat and things like that. God, people just nobody goes to go off to get trouble no more because they're getting memo. So there were a lot of things that happened. The displaying of, some of the. So they had like the fishes, the different types of fish. Some of you don't even know. Some of you know some of the species of fish that you eat. You eat it, yeah. So yes, so they had the exhibition, they had all sorts of things, so it was good. And usually, to climax the night, there's a stage show and stuff like that. The stage shows, right? They had heads, but I never know heads don't sing. I never know heads will sing, but I find heads have a nice. I find heads could get you.
Behind you was it to see we got them jamming. Keys and bumper shaking. The guy can grab a ball. Stop the stupid man. Don't give back for wine and sucking. You can stop on it. Red thunder I like it. And I see her root how she did it. And tonight she wants something. On your foot to get. 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 Let them know. On your foot to get. 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 If you can take on, don't be there for honor. You have to understand where I'm not coming from. Just don't give information. Too much of ladies in the van, rotating like a ceiling fan. Bad behavior, wrong man, got JCB plus to be placed, yes man. Man run and grab the woman like dog. All who have been just guess that JCB go be kicked back. On your foot to get. 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 Tell them. On your foot to get.
I like to tell them. I never know heads could sing. Heads, the songs are nice, some no talk. No talk. I find that song like a good outdoor tune, like on the street, on the road. And I sang heads, yeah, man. So there was a lot of entertainment, you heard some songs for the first time and stuff like that. They say once Fisherman Body happened, then Carnival start. The preliminary round of judging for the Groovy and Soca is to start soon. Starting with the Power Soca, I think it's going to be from Thursday or tomorrow is Wednesday, yeah. So it's going to be from Thursday, and they're going to be doing it like they did in the past, heading to different venues to have it done. All right, so but we'll tell you more about that in the news tomorrow, God's willing, as to what will happening where, who will be singing where, We will start that tomorrow, God's willing. All right, I want to say happy birthday to my 4-year-old son, Mike. All right, Nathan Hutchinson, he's celebrating 4 years today. He's out there just trying to be quiet for me to do the news and then mass again. Yep. So yuppity yups. All right, what else do we have to tell you about? Oh yes, WhatsApp users will soon get the option of going by username rather than phone number. Now the company is saying that this is going to assist with privacy, because what happened in the past is that whenever there's a directory, there are a lot of directories out there. So once you have somebody's phone number, you have the WhatsApp. Technically, you know the WhatsApp number. So they are going to change that. So it's going to be somewhat more like an email address. Only people who knows your name, your username, who you give your username will be able to message you. You understand? And some other benefits, as they say. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. If you're going to have a permanent login credential, like email again, a username and a password, so it doesn't matter what device you have, XYZ. It might be easier for WhatsApp to manage using. You understand? So they will not have a plethora of accounts on their platform, rather only. So it technically could end up to be one user per account, because there are one user. Currently, one user could have many WhatsApp accounts. That's a lot of strain on the server and a lot of server resource that's going to be used. The way it's been done right now, they're not saying that, but yes. But if it now goes like an email address where you have an account, a single account as a single user, and that single user can probably just have one account and maybe some sub handles if that's necessary, because you probably would have a business number and the private, then a business account and a private or something like that. So I can see how that would save WhatsApp, all right? Some server resource. So let's see. All right. So the app said it has started allowing users to reserve unique usernames, which can be used to contact WhatsApp users when the feature is launched later this year. All right. What else we have to tell you? Yeah, they were saying that rubbish fire remains a problem for Grenada as we're just coming out of the dry season. Beverly Telesford, who is currently at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, zeroed in on that. In that report, we hear that 65, yes, would you imagine? There were 65 fires, rubbish fires, like 65, and they tell people, but y'all, watch now, we had a real hard to you. They tell all don't do it, but we still continue to do it. So here we have a special report by Beverly Telesford regarding this.
Season were linked to the burning of rubbish. Today we are here with Inspector Augustine Mitchell of the Fire Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, and we're going to discuss the dangers of burning rubbish and how the public can prevent bushfires from occurring. So, Inspector Mitchell, can you just give us an idea of or the magnitude of fires that occurred this year that were as a result of burning rubbish?
Okay, for this year up to the month of May, ending of May, we had 65 rubbish fires. 6 January, 11 February, 13 March, 13 April, and 22 in May. Compared to 2025, we had 46474. Compared to last year and this year, we had at least 65 for the end of May 2026 and 25 for the end of May 2025.
During a dry season, why is a dry season particularly dangerous to be burning rubbish?
Due to the condition, the environmental condition, it's dangerous because most of the grass, the wind normally pick up during the dry season. So we have persons that burn rubbish. It is dangerous for one, health-wise, dangerous two, for the environment, because when you burn rubbish, it get out of hand, and then it light the emblems around us, the trees, the grass, and other things, and causes danger to the environment and to health.
Okay, so give us an idea of how quickly it can get out of hand.
Well, fires, normally when it ignites, what it does, it attracts the atmospheric oxygen. So if you may find outside is calm now and you decide to light, and when you light, what happens? Because there is heat, the heat attracts the atmospheric oxygen. So the fire gets out of hand very quick, and persons are ignorant of that. How quickly fire can get away from them. You're going to start it small, but in the space of 4 minutes, you have a very large fire and you're going to get out of hand. Most people does not know that if you're setting a rubbish fire, then you have to clean up the area at least 6 feet clean around that area that is setting that fire.
And how much strain do these preventable fires place on the fire department?
Well, every time that fire plants move out from this day, it put a strain on our resources, human resource, on the appliance itself, because it's wear and tear, tires, diesel, and then the amount of water, the magnitude of water that we have to use during fighting that fire. For this year, I will use a significant amount of water, hundreds of thousands of gallons of water, and this water could have been used otherwise for consumption. Also now, sometimes I have to shut down some of the hydrants and shut down some of the areas because the amount of water that we have to use during that season or during that period.
So beyond the risk of bushfires, what sort of other dangers are associated with burning rubbish?
Okay. Most persons, when they burn rubbish, is more household items. So like old chairs, old beds, foam, mattresses, they just discard it and set it on fire. And the toxicity give out is very dangerous to your health. Okay, so people doesn't take into consideration health-wise that there are people living in the communities that will suffer respiratory problems. Even the sheltering of wildlife. Another thing that happened, that persons just set these fires, and one of the risk is they leave it unattended, and then you can cause greater fires like house fires. It can turn out into bush fires because they leave it unattended, then it tend to spread to other places.
And finally, what message would you like to leave to the public with regards to the burning of rubbish?
Well, we advise persons, especially in rubbish, we have a collection of garbage, and I think there is a day when normally garbage shall pass. So we advise persons, instead of burning that rubbish, put it by the way. Make a call to the garbage collectors so they can collect this garbage. Give them your area, give them a phone number, so you know, instead of you burning this garbage, you could have it collected and bring to the dump site instead of you. So we advise person, don't burn your rubbish, put it out, let the garbage collectors collect it.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much, Beverly and the Grenada Solid Waste Management.
You spoke to the dry season.
Facilitating this. And of course, folks, we are just about getting ready to wrap this segment up of tonight's program. What we want to do is, as well, we're heading over to a weather report that we've got Behind the Lens, a program which we started last week. So we've got that for you coming up momentarily. But before we do that, we really would like to get into, let's see if there's any. So once we are in the rain season, we receive two sets of weather reports. We get the tropical weather report, and then we get the local forecast. So I like to check both, just to make sure that we're good, not taking us by surprise. Right, so nothing on the tropical end, so we are going to go straight into the local forecast. It's expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy towards early morning with isolated showers. To night's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Weather for Wednesday, partly cloudy at first with isolated showers, becoming fair as the day progresses. Again, partly cloudy at first with isolated showers, becoming fair as the day progresses. Max temp for tomorrow 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 23.5. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. That's a weather report for tonight and tomorrow. And before we go behind the lens, let's big up a few people on the business. Javar, Celine, Gleonora, Jacinta, Leonora. We have Gleonora and Leonora, and Hillary, Hazel and Hazeland. We've got Suzanne as well, Marcus. Did I say Celine? Glenda, and Adonna, and everybody else on the business. Veronica, hello. Cher, hello. Diana, hello. Nova Null, hello. Who else? Yes, Hazel, Hazeland, and Hillary. So guys, yes, Eunice, I see you there as well. So Bernadette, I see you too. Liz, I see you. So we're taking a quick break. Kieran, I see you as well. So I'm doing the thing right now. Yes, Kieran, I'm doing the thing right now. So we are taking a quick break, and then we are coming back with Behind the Lens. Stay right there. We'll be back.
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth. and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch, apply today, and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NOASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.
Leanne Johnson, Coordinator of Communication in the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture. Welcome to our program, Behind the Lens. Grenada has taken steps to strengthen its capacity to monitor and respond to tourism-related public health events through improved surveillance, early warning systems, and coordinated response mechanisms, with the launch in May of the Regional Tourism and Health Program, becoming the 13th Caribbean country to do so. The program, which was launched in 2014, is an initiative of the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, that seeks to address the health, safety, and environmental sanitation challenges that impact Caribbean tourism using real-time early warning and response monitoring systems. The primary purpose of the program is to strengthen countries' capacity to prepare for and respond to public health threats that transcend national boundaries. It pioneers work to improve the resilience, viability, and sustainability of Caribbean tourism and health security, while engaging and collaborating with the tourism and health sectors in CARPHA member states. From May 25th to 29th, 2026, CARPHA officials conducted an in-country mission to launch the program, build capacity in infectious disease prevention and control for the hospitality sector, supporting the Healthier, Safer Tourism Award, and further establish the Advanced Cruise Vessel Surveillance System. Dr. Lisa Indar is the Executive Director of the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA.
What the Tourism and Health Program is doing, it has systems where, in a confidential manner, you can easily pick up if illnesses are coming in and you're nipping it in the bud or stopping it before it gets to large numbers. So we're doing that for accommodations, for the hotels, the Airbnb, for the cruise ships and so on. So Grenada's moved to launch this. Today we just met with Minister of Health and Minister of Tourism, who are both committed to launching it. And so Grenada moved to launch this, does a lot of things. It means that they really committed to improving health security of the passengers as well as their local people. And the systems will be confidential. They have already been trained this entire week. We had health persons trained. We have trained persons in tourism, so it can be easily implemented. This system I call early warning and alert, so it will actually alert. So by the time the plane arrives, if something is happening, they will have mechanisms. If somebody needs somebody is at risk, depending on how much risk, you may be a test, you may have to isolate, and so on.
The program has been described by Minister for Health, Honorable Philip Telesford, as a forward-looking initiative that represents both a strategic investment in Grenada's economy and a commitment to the health and safety of residents and visitors. He said Grenada is not only setting a new benchmark for public health and tourism, but also positioning the country as a model of excellence for the Caribbean.
CARFA's Tourism Help Plan or program system conducted its mission in Grenada this week. The team visited 8 facilities to inform them about the Tourism Health Information System, a web-based early reporting and monitoring surveillance system for tourism properties. 6 of the facilities are now registered on this system, making it a total of 19 tourism entities now on board. Yesterday, the team met with the surveillance and environmental health officers at the Ministry of Health to discuss the implementation and rollout of the Caribbean vessel surveillance system, as well as the tourism and mass gathering surveillance system. Ladies and gentlemen, surveillance is critical. It is important. We live in a time when pandemics are more frequent and more deadly. And therefore, we must be constantly monitoring and paying attention to prevent the spread of these deadly diseases.
CARFA's visitor-based surveillance coordinator, Keston Daniel, said tourism resilience and growth in the Caribbean are being tested by a number of health, safety, and environmental sanitation threats, such as hurricanes and storms of increasing intensity, disease outbreaks and crises, and deficiencies in environmental sanitation standards, all which can impact tourist arrivals. And as such, healthy and safe tourism is essential for profitable and sustainable tourism. He said they can boast of major successes since the program became operational in 2016.
We have officially launched the THP in 12 Caribbean countries. So Grenada will be the 13th. Congrats on that. We have trained over 8,000 persons in prevention and control of infectious diseases for the hospitality sector in 25 CARFA member states. So it's more or less the entire region that is under our purview we have trained, and that is a specially designed training program that is targeted to the tourism sector, that breaks down the health aspect so we can better detect and respond to public health threats in the tourism space. We have 260 persons from 7 CMS or 7 CARFA member states trained in advanced food safety. So this is another one of our flagship training programs that builds capacity and certifies persons in food safety.
Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, the Honorable Adrian Thomas, said the program forms part of a broader national strategy to build a healthier, safer, and more resilient tourism destination. He added that health, safety, and food security concerns can impact border confidence, investor confidence, cruise itineraries, employment, and national revenue.
When we speak about tourism development, we must also speak about health assurance. When we speak about destination marketing, we must also speak about destination readiness. And when we speak about visitors' experience, we must also speak about visitors' confidence. For Grenada, this presents a major opportunity. We are known globally as Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. Our brand is built on natural beauty, clean surroundings, warm people, authentic culture, outstanding cuisines, pristine beaches, rich heritage, and peaceful communities. But as global travelers become more discerning, they are also asking deeper questions. Is the destination safe? Is it well prepared? Are basic health protocols in place? Are hotels connected to proper reporting systems? Are emergency service responsive? Is there confidence in the country's ability to protect both citizens and visitors? These questions are not threats to tourism. They are opportunities to strengthen our product. A commitment to train our tourism workers, a commitment to strengthen our hotel and visitors surveillance system, a commitment to improve food safety and environmental health, a commitment to support our sports tourism ambitions with reliable health response planning, and a commitment to ensure that Grenada's tourism brand remains trusted, competitive, and resilient.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles welcomed the program, cognizant that travel leisure contributes to the introduction of many highly infectious diseases. He said endemic pathogens and foodborne illnesses can easily disrupt a vacation. He added that the capacity to quickly detect, respond, and report is critical to limit the transmission, prevent escalation, and safeguard communities.
The Ministry of Health welcomes the sharing of data on health-related events occurring in the tourism sector and stands ready to guide and support control measures where needed. A collaboration between health and tourism entities reduces costs associated with managing uncontrolled health events and protects reputations. Timeliness of any response is crucial. The Tourism Health Information System, which is a key component of this program, will enable timely notification and facilitate coordinated action, ensuring that both guests and citizens are protected. The Ministry of Health salutes CARFA for its continued support and commitment to health security in the region as a whole, and Grenada has been a beneficiary over the years as well. The Ministry of Health fully endorses the tourism and health program, and of course we are happy and we are grateful to learn about the local properties that are already using the systems. And I want to also strongly encourage others to come on board. We also urge the staff of the accurate information is available to guide decision making. Together, we can strengthen Grenada's reputation as a safe and welcoming destination where health and hospitality go hand in hand.
For the Grenada Tourism Authority, the launch strengthens an area of destination management that is not always visible, but is increasingly vital. CEO Ms. Stacey Liebert said the importance of public health to the ideal visitor experience cannot be overstated, and the Regional Tourism and Health Program will ensure that the protection of the industry is grounded in readiness, standards, coordination, and trust.
Today's traveler is more informed, more connected, and more discerning. They're looking for beauty, warmth, culture, and authentic experiences. But they are also paying attention to how destinations are managed. They want to know that the places they visit take well-being, safety, and responsibility seriously. This is now part of modern destination management.
CEO of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, Ms. Arlene Friday, said learning from the COVID-19 pandemic, we must ensure that preparedness remains our watchword, bearing in mind that the health and safety of citizens, the workforce, and visitors are non-negotiable.
We all know that tourism is the lifeblood of Grenada. It sustains businesses large and small, supports thousands of jobs, and connects our people and our culture with visitors from around the world. At the same time, the health and safety of our residents, our workforce, and our guests is non-negotiable. CARFA's THP program gives us a powerful new tool to protect what matters most by strengthening surveillance, improving information sharing, and supporting coordinated response to health events that can impact travel and hospitality. And how do we do that? It's a simple system. You know, if you haven't heard about the program, we ask you to contact us to learn more in terms of how you can also be a part of this important and vital program. And so I know, again, I'm going to keep urging our hotels to sign up for this, and not just hotels, for our tour operators. This matters to everyone because our people, we always say when we travel, what makes Grenada great? It's our people. They're our chief asset. But then how do we protect our people? It's through all of these types of programs that keep our people, our workforce, our nation safe. So again, we urge you to do that. So this initiative is not just about data, it's about trust. When visitors feel confident that destinations are prepared, informed, and responsive, they are more likely to travel, to stay, and to recommend Grenada. When our teams are trained and supported, they can deliver exceptional service with peace of mind. When public health and tourism authorities work hand in hand, our communities are safer and our industry is more resilient.
I'm Leslie Ann Johnson. This has been Behind the Lens.